Here is the number that will change how you see the next 5 minutes of your life. LinkedIn recorded a 170% increase in job postings asking for generative AI skills between 2024 and 2025. Not 17%, 170. That is not a trend. That is a tidal wave. And the vast majority of the people writing it never wrote a single line of code. If you have been waiting for the right time to start learning AI, I need you to hear this clearly. The gap between people who understand AI and people who do not is widening every single week. Stay until the 9-minute mark because that is where I'm going to give you the exact 90-day plan, week by week, that takes you from zero to a portfolio of real AI skills starting today. This video is for you if you are a professional, a marketer, a teacher, an HR manager, a writer, a business owner who knows that AI is changing everything but has no idea where to actually start. Not the theory, not the hype, the practical skills that employers are paying real money for in 2026. By the end of this video, you will have a complete 3-month learning plan, the exact free tools to use, and the 6 skills that will make you genuinely valuable in the AI job market without touching a single line of code. If you want a new AI career tip every week, hit subscribe. We publish every Tuesday, and every video is built for non-technical professionals just like you. Let's start with the skill that surprises people the most because most people have never even heard of it. It's called no-code AI automation, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Platforms like Zapier, Make, VoiceFlow, and Bubble let you build powerful AI-powered workflows, chatbots, and apps using nothing but drag-and-drop interfaces and plain English instructions. No code, no terminal, no Stack Overflow at midnight. And here's what makes this so important right now. Companies are desperately trying to automate repetitive tasks using AI, and they need people who can build those automations without waiting 6 months for a developer to become available. Here's a real example. An HR professional, someone who had never coded anything in her life, used Zapier and ChatGPT to build a candidate screening workflow. It automatically reads incoming CVs, scores them against a job description using AI, and sends the top candidates to a shortlist, all without anyone touching a button. Her time to shortlist dropped by 60%. She did not write a single line of code. She spent about 4 weeks learning the tool. Quick question for you. What's the most repetitive task in your current job that you would love to never do again? Because I can almost guarantee there's a no-code AI workflow that handles it. Most people skip no-code automation when they think about learning AI because it sounds complicated. But here's what they get wrong. These tools are literally designed for non-technical people. They have visual interfaces, they have AI assistants that write the automation for you when you describe what you want in plain English. Zapier and Make both have free beginner courses on their own websites. You can complete them in a weekend, and you'll walk away being able to build real, working automations that save you hours every week. Learning timeline for this skill, 4 to 6 weeks to become genuinely useful, and the earning potential rivals roles that require coding. That's skill number 2, but the skill I'm about to show you is the one that's paying the highest salaries right now for non-technical professionals. Here's the number that stopped me when I first saw it. The average salary for a dedicated prompt engineer in the United States right now is $137,000. At the top end, at companies like Anthropic, OpenAI, and Google, prompt engineers are earning over $200,000, and the demand for this skill grew 135.8% in a single year. Now, what is prompt engineering? It's the practice of writing precise, well-structured instructions that guide AI tools to produce accurate, useful, relevant outputs. That's it. That's the whole job, writing instructions to AI tools well. Here's the difference between someone who earns average AI outputs and someone who earns extraordinary ones. The person who types, "Write me a blog post about marketing," gets a generic, forgettable, slightly wrong response. The person who types, "You're a senior marketing strategist with 15 years of FCMG experience, write a 600-word blog post for mid-size retail business owners explaining how to use AI tools to reduce their content production costs. Format it with 3 subheadings, 1 stat per section, and a call to action at the end." Get something you could publish today. Same AI tool, same model, completely different result. The difference is not technical knowledge. The difference is communication skill, something you already have. This is the thing most people don't realize about prompt engineering. It's not a technical skill, it's a communication skill. It rewards the people who are already good writers, good communicators, good thinkers. If you've spent 10 years getting really good at marketing or HR or law or medicine, your domain knowledge makes your prompts better than any computer science graduate who doesn't know your field. A doctor who engineers prompts for a medical AI tool will outperform a coder who knows nothing about medicine. Every single time, your existing expertise is not irrelevant to AI. It's your competitive advantage. And the learning curve is shorter than almost any other professional skill you can develop. 1 to 2 weeks of daily 30-minute practice sessions to become functional, 2 to 3 months to become genuinely good. I'm going to show you exactly how to structure that practice in the 90-day roadmap coming up in a few minutes. But before that, there are 4 more skills that build the complete picture. Skill number 3 is AI tool fluency, and I want to be specific about what this means, because most people get it wrong. AI tool fluency doesn't mean knowing how to use one AI chatbot. It means knowing which platform is best for which job, and being able to switch between them depending on what you need. Here's the breakdown that will save you hours of frustration. ChatGPT, your best all-round starting point. General writing, research, summarization, brainstorming. The free tier handles most everyday tasks. Claude, your best choice when quality of language matters most. Long-form writing, document analysis, anything where you need nuanced, human-sounding output. If you're writing anything longer than 500 words, Claude consistently outperforms. Gemini, your best choice if your whole life runs on Google. It works inside Gmail, Google Docs, and Google Sheets. If you're already deep in the Google ecosystem, Gemini removes the copy-paste step entirely. Here's a number that should motivate you to learn these tools at a professional level. Research shows that workers who are genuinely skilled with AI tools command a 56% wage premium over equivalent roles without AI skills. Same job title, 56% more money just because of tool fluency. Most people get this wrong. They learn one tool, get comfortable with it, and stop there. The professionals getting the wage premium know 3 or 4 tools and pick the right one for each task. That's the difference. Closely connected to tool fluency is AI literacy, and this is the skill that often gets overlooked. AI literacy means understanding enough about how AI works to make good decisions about using it. You don't need to understand the engineering. You need to understand what hallucination means and why AI tools sometimes confidently produce wrong information, how bias enters AI systems, and why you can't just accept AI outputs without checking them. What AI can genuinely do versus what it can't, so you're not setting yourself up for embarrassing mistakes in a professional context. This is the skill that makes you trustworthy with AI. Any employer who's serious about AI adoption needs someone who can not just use the tools, but use them responsibly. 2 more skills and then the roadmap you came here for. Skill number 5 is AI content creation, and this one is already changing entire industries. Using AI tools to create, edit, and optimize written content, visual content, and video content at scale is one of the most in-demand skills in marketing, media, and e-commerce right now. Here's what this looks like in practice in 2026. A freelance writer using AI to research, outline, and draft articles 3 times faster than before, while spending their actual human time on voice, accuracy, and editing. A small business owner building a customer service chatbot that handles 70% of common inquiries with no technical help and no monthly agency fee. A marketing manager producing an entire month of social media content in a single afternoon, then using AI analytics to identify which posts will perform best. This is not replacing creative work. It's removing the mechanical parts of creative work so you can focus on the parts that actually require a human. The last skill is one that almost nobody talks about for non-technical learners, and it might be the most underrated on this list. Data interpretation with AI. You don't need to know Python, you don't need to know Excel formulas. Tools like ChatGPT Advanced Data Analysis, Google Sheets AI, and Tableau AI let you ask plain language questions about data and get meaningful visual answers.
Which of our products had the highest return rate last quarter, and why? Type that question into ChatGPT with your spreadsheet attached, and you have an answer in 30 seconds. The skill is knowing what questions to ask and how to verify the answers. Both of those are things you already know how to do. Here's the moment you stayed for, the exact 90-day plan, week by week, starting today. And I want to be honest with you before we start. This plan works if you give it 30 to 60 minutes a day. Not 8 hours, not a full-time commitment. 30 minutes, the length of a lunch break or a commute.
Days 1 to 30. Build your foundation. Week 1. Elements of AI by the University of Helsinki. It is completely free. Over 1.7 million people have completed it. It introduces AI concepts with zero programming in plain English. This is your foundation. Start here, no exceptions. Week 2. AI for Everyone on Coursera. Created by Andrew Ng, who co-founded Coursera and spent years at Google Brain and Baidu. 2.5 million learners have taken this course. It's designed specifically for business professionals, not engineers. Free to audit. Week 3. Open ChatGPT or Claude. Set a timer for 30 minutes. Pick one real task from your job. A professional email, a summary of a document you need to read, a plan for a meeting. Do it with AI. Do not just experiment randomly. Give the AI a real task from your actual life. This is how the skill locks in. Week 4. Learn the basics of prompt engineering. The AI PRM Chrome extension gives you access to thousands of ready-made prompt templates to study and adapt. Start building your own prompt library, a document where you save the prompts that give you the best results for your specific work. That prompt library is going to become one of the most valuable professional assets you own. Month 2, days 31 to 60. Go deeper. Month 2, Step 1, LinkedIn Learning AI Paths. Free for 1 month with a trial. Look for the path built for your specific profession. There are dedicated paths for marketers, HR professionals, project managers, educators. Pick yours. Step 2, pick one no-code automation tool, either Zapier or Make. Both have free beginner courses on their own websites. Set yourself one challenge. Build one real automation in your actual job by the end of the month. Something that saves you time. Something real, not a practice exercise. Step 3. IBM Skills Build's free AI Fundamentals course. 14 hours of content. At the end, you get digital badges you can add to your LinkedIn profile. Verifiable credentials that signal to recruiters you have taken this seriously. By the end of month 2, you will have completed 2 courses, built 1 real automation, and 2 LinkedIn credentials. You will have gone from zero to someone with a documented, demonstrable AI skill set. Most people never get this far. The ones who do are already ahead of the majority of the workforce. Month 3, days 61 to 90. Specialize and build proof. This is the month where you stop being a learner and start being a practitioner. Step 1, choose one vertical. AI for marketing, AI for HR, AI for education, AI for legal, AI for healthcare. Pick the one that matches your existing career background. Your domain knowledge, the thing you already know deeply, is what makes you more valuable than a generalist. A teacher who knows how classrooms work will build AI learning tools than anyone who only knows AI. Lean into what you already know. Step 2. Build one real project, one thing you can show. This is not a course certificate, this is something you built. It could be an automated workflow that solves a real problem in your industry, a prompt library for a specific use case in your field, a chatbot you build in VoiceFlow for a business you know, an AI-assisted content campaign you ran and documented the results of. One real thing that you built. That is your portfolio. Step 3. Earn one certificate, the Google AI Essentials Certificate, the IBM AI Foundations Badge, the Microsoft AI 900 certification, all achievable within this 30-day window with consistent study. None of these require coding. All of them are recognized by enterprise employers. All of them go on your LinkedIn profile and start working for you immediately. Step 4. Update your LinkedIn and your CV. Add your new skills. Add your project. Describe what you built and what result it produced. Recruiters are actively searching for these exact credentials right now. By the end of 90 days, when they search, you will show up. Here's the thing I want you to sit with for a moment. Everything I've just described, 6 skills, 3 months, 30 minutes a day, none of it requires a degree. None of it requires a technical background. None of it requires you to understand how AI models work under the hood. What it requires is the decision to start. The people who will look back at 2026 as the year everything changed for them are not the people with the most natural talent for technology. They're the people who started 90 days earlier than everyone else who was still waiting. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Here's your one-sentence summary of everything in this video. AI does not reward the people who wait, it rewards the people who begin. If you want to know exactly which AI jobs you can get with these skills and what they pay, watch this next. AI jobs for non-technical people, 8 roles you can land without coding. That video breaks down 8 real roles, real salary ranges, and the exact entry path into each one. And if you found this useful, subscribe. Every Tuesday, we publish a new video built specifically for non-technical professionals who want real, practical AI skills. Not theory, not hype, just what actually works. I'll see you in the next one.